I know this is.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to WWE SmackDown. This past week on Mother's Day, we lost a ECW original of Sabu.
I think what John meant to say was we lost one of the great superstars of pro wrestling from ECW, WCW, and a WWE Hall of Famer. His name was Terry Brunk, but Terry was known as the homicidal, genocidal Sabu. Sabu was 60 years old. There is no cause of death that's been yet. What was that?
Yeah. Hold on, let me talk to Jennifer.
Jesus Christ. Right in the middle of a fucking broadcast?
Yeah. Can you give me a minute, Michael?
Are you fucking kidding me? But
It'll be quick. It'll be quick. Hello? Hey, what's up, Jen? We're doing a broadcast on WWE. I'll probably call you back tomorrow before I leave to go to the water park, all right? All right, see you tomorrow, buddy. All right, bye-bye. All right.
okay, now that that's done, let's try this again. Yes, Terry Brunk, who was known as the homicidal, genocidal maniac Sabu from ECW, WCW, and a WWE Hall of Famer, has passed away. His cause of death was not confirmed, so we don't have an exact cause of death, but of course we'll bring that to you when we do get that or figure that out. So our best to the family of Terry Brunk, Sabu, our condolences, our thoughts, our prayers, and most of all, our hearts go out to the family of Terry Sabu Brunk. He certainly was one of the great icons of the sport and will be missed. Coincidentally, he had just had his final match, I think less than a week before. So Terry Brunk, Sabu, R.I.P., you will be missed. Also, for those that are fans of the late King of Pop, Michael Jackson, the show MJ the Musical, which has been playing in New York for the last year, maybe two, is now touring through 2026. So if it comes to your area, check that out. Now we are about 16 minutes in. Thank you for joining us. Let's go to SmackDown.
Want to try the Swiffer Power Mop?
Oh, there we go.
Then, now. Forever. Together.
We are in Greensboro, North Carolina. There's a huge night of action ahead on
When was the
Friday
last time
Night
Joe Steady was
SmackDown.
in Greensboro,
Everyone
North
gets
Carolina?
deep in this city. And tonight, we're going to add to it. Look at the scene inside the First Horizon Coliseum. As the WWE Women's Championship will be on the line. It is Tiffy time here in Greensboro. It's been nearly 4 weeks since Tiffany Stratton defended her title at WrestleMania. Now comes an equally tough task. For 153 days, Nia Jax was the champion. Now, after some time away, she's been raping everything in sight. Tonight, Nia Jax, having just claimed the #1 contender status, up against Tiffany Stratton, who has defended this championship 3 times already. Jax, Tiffany time for the championship tonight, as we are on the heels of the shocking events that took place just 6 days ago at Backlash.
Talking about a detonator.
You are looking live at the sold-out Enterprise Center in downtown St. Louis, Missouri. WWE.
Here, let me move my computer so you can.
Fatal four-way match for the United States Championship. All bets are off now. Every man for himself. He's bored at work. Stop that nigga! Choke slam! Solo Sikoa with the biggest free agent on the planet. About 2 looks as perplexed as the rest of us. I still get goosebumps every time these 2 men grace the ring.
In case my computer dies, I'm bringing in my charger, okay?
Okay.
I will be back.
Taking a victory like that. What a scene that was.
It's an unpopular view, but I think Jamie Spears saved Britney Spears' life at the beginning of this. I think he's just simply saved her life. We covered this story. We followed what was going on.
Like 2000.
I'm going back to the beginning of the conservatorship. He saved her life.
Yeah.
He was a terrible dad when she was growing up, and he stepped in when it was life or death.
And then took it too far, but definitely saved her life in the beginning.
And look, there were doctors who said she needed this conservatorship. I think it went on too long as well.
Yeah.
The 2 things that I think where Jamie Spears and TriStar are vulnerable, with Jamie, I think he got 1.5% of the gate when she was performing. He had gone back. Initially, that wasn't the case, and she was making a lot of money, and he had asked for 1.5% at some point. To me, that's wrong, because a conservator should not be getting a cut of what the conservatee makes, because the conservator's focus should be solely on the welfare of the conservator.
Right.
And when there's money at stake for the conservative,
Get out there and perform. I don't care what your health concerns are. I have a
because
monetary interest.
there's a conflict.
Yes.
I mean, there's an inherent conflict. I think that was wrong. Even though it got approved by the judge, I still think that was wrong.
Yeah.
The other thing I think is wrong is that TriStar Sports and Entertainment, the company that managed her, they were getting 5%, which is normal.
Yeah.
That's what business managers often get. 5% of what Britney made. When she was going on tour and doing all this stuff, they were making a fortune, a fortune. All of a sudden, Britney stops performing, and she's really not making any money. So TriStar then sends an email to Jamie and says, we're not making any money anymore, and so we want a minimum $500,000 or 5%, whichever is greater. Right. And Jamie said, approved.
Yeah.
I think that's really wrong.
I never-
Why would he do that?
When you get
Lewis. And now here in Greensboro, Mr. Tessitore, Wade Barrett with you. And it has been an interesting path lately for Solo Sikoa. Ever present by the side of Jacob Fatu in the midst of his championship ascent. Wade, then a week ago at Backlash, bringing new heavy muscle to the fold.
Now, well, despite the name Solo, the MO of Solo Sikoa since arriving on both Raw and SmackDown has quite simply been the numbers game. It's very hard to use the numbers game when your numbers have dropped through injury. Solo Sikoa lost the Tongan Terrors not so long ago, but he found himself a major new acquisition, and what a ball of muscle that man is, a man who wrecked shop at Backlash, most specifically wrecking the body and chances of LA Knight in the United States Championship fatal four-way matchup.
And coming up later tonight, Solo will have a chance to chart his own course. We're only 3 weeks away from Money in the Bank, and it will be a next qualifier that will feature Solo Sikoa against Big Brother Jimmy Uso and the thrilling Ray Phoenix. That's tonight.
Ladies and gentlemen, my name is. Oh wait, no. He's got one.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Boy, he did got the ladies and gentlemen right.
please help me welcome the man who helped keep the United States Championship in his family, my man, J.C.
Jay, what?
Jacob, I mean Jeff Cobbs.
When Roman lost to Cody Rhodes at WrestleMania, he ruined everything for my family. He ruined everything. We lost everything. But now, I'm here to take it all back. And that starts with me by winning the qualifying match, going on the Money in the Bank, grabbing that briefcase, and then going after the title, bringing it back to this family where it all belongs. And if there's anybody in the back that tries to step in front of me, they will get dealt with by my man JC and the Samoan werewolf, Jacob Fatu. Oh yeah, hey, check it. Hey, check it. Because they better get in where they fit in, because I'm on gas. No.
What?
Let's keep it 100. Don't you ever get this thing twisted over here. I told y'all I was bringing the U.S. title to the family. And I told you I was going to do it with you or without you. And if anybody gets in my way, we'll line them up. Because I'm going to deal with them all by myself. Because at the end of the day, Jacob Fatu is all gas, no brakes with it. Y'all love me? Y'all love me? Yeah. Y'all love. Of course I know what you mean. Everybody knows what you mean. I know what you mean. JC knows what you mean. Okay? But Jacob, don't worry. You got to understand something. The reason I'm doing all of this is because I love you. Everything I'm doing is to help. Jacob, look at your shoulder. What is that? That's proof.
That's proof of me telling you that I love you, Jacob. But there's something I need to hear from you. What's that thing? You remember that thing you used to tell me all the time? Remember? You used to say it loud and proud every minute of the day. It was like, I love you. What was that? How did you used to say it? What was that? I love you, Solo.
But didn't you just say that? So what do you mean I need to hear it again?
No,
You just said
that ain't it. That's not how you used to say it. Everybody here knows how you used to say it. You used to say it loud and proud. Jacob, come on, man. Hey, man, tell them how you used to say it. Tell them, Jacob, who do you love? Tell everybody how you used to say it. Who do you love, Jacob?
No, they don't know LA night.
Well, I don't know if Solo Sikoa really wanted that answer from Jacob Button, but hold the phone!
Oh, looking at the entryway. He's elsewhere. LA Knight.
LA Knight, who got jumped by JC Backlash, getting a bullet off the payload there. Hit and run, but you can only run so far. Eventually, this bull is going to hit back.
As JC would attack LA at Backlash and Aiden Latu's win. LA Knight.
Hey, Legion in the bank sounds great, okay? So I need you to go out there and you win this qualifying match because you know what goes good with that briefcase?
What?
Those tag titles.
Listen, once I qualify and bring that briefcase back to us, we're gonna get all
I hear baby.
Oh my gosh. Girls, that's so cute, but if anyone's gonna win this Money in the Bank, it's the VIP of last year. Awesome. That's right. And once I win, I'm going to implement a beautiful social economic policy with trickle-down effects that will lower interest rates for my secret harvest.
Yeah. See you out there. I know that Justice is gonna bang. You're gonna be with you again.
You thing here that y'all's won't be out there. Yeah, nobody's gonna be allowed inside.
What? Princess.
You'll be back here watching with me.
Have fun.
Oh, look at these sad faces.
I'm putting terrors on mediocrity and you guys are first. And then that nasty little bliss.
Secret Harvest for Chelsea. Listen to this reception.
Welcome back, Miss Bliss.
The Women's Money in the Bank qualifier. Triple threat match. And it's scheduled for one fall. Introducing first from Columbus,
Still got
Ohio,
Lily.
Alexa Bliss. And Bliss has set things ablaze with her two returns this year. Royal Rumble and then here on SmackDown. Women's Money in the Bank qualifier. Meechin, Chelsea Reed, and Alexa Bliss next.
On to
If you're not gonna drink that, I'll probably finish that.
Go ahead.
Resident Alien is season June 6th on USA and Sci-Fi. Stream from the beginning on Peacock.
Hey, what a stretch coming up in Tampa. WWE's coming to Tampa, Florida, beginning next Saturday for Saturday night's main event. Remember, that's Jay Uso and Logan Paul. WWE Battleground is on May 25th. Raw will be there as well in the midst of that 4-day stretch. And NXT on May 27th. And individual event tickets are on sale now via Ticketmaster. Alexa Bliss trying to gain entry to Money in the Bank. Running in 2018. That same night, successfully cashed in on Nia Jax to become champion. Opportunity again.
Mystical and perplexing individuals we've ever witnessed here on SmackDown, but crucially a 5-time world champ. She has the pedigree. Will she head back to Money in the Bank?
This is who she faces in this qualifying triple threat match. And her opponent from Montana, California, Meechin! Meechin was so close to gold with her matchups against Chelsea Green. Qualifying for this, Money in the Bank would be huge for her at this stage of her career. She's yet to hold a title in WWE.
With the Money in the Bank contract, and that will change in a hurry. Every woman has been successful when trying to cash in that contract, unlike the men's division.
Hey, you can enter WWE's Dream Trip to Universal Orlando Resort Sweepstakes for a chance to experience Universal Orlando Resort's 4 theme parks. It includes the all-new Universal Epic Universe opening May 22nd. Plus, a chance to meet a WWE superstar. Go to WWE.com/Universal Sweeps to enter for that chance.
Happy birthday, pretty soon, Grandma.
Pledge your allegiance.
Oh, yeah. Do not sit down, Wade.
Let me take this one, Joe Tess, because hands on hearts, this desk unanimously pledges allegiance to Chelsea Green.
And their opponent from Victoria, British Columbia, Canada, Chelsea Green. The proceeding was not an endorsement of Chelsea Green, but yet another display of blatant bias by Wade Barrett in discussing anything involving the former United States champion, who knows Wade is still wearing black in morning, or a triple threat qualifier for Money in the Bank.
Let's talk about fire, shall we?
Go ahead.
Notably absent from the ringside area are the secret purpose, and that seems to be of high-level political chicanery from the likes of GM Nick Aldis and one B Fat.
Here we go. We are underway, and right away, Chelsea Green eats a kick from Meechin and is rolled down, and these two are just high-fiving and laughing at her immediately. What a great start.
Nothing
by
great about
Meechin.
that. And Meechin has got plenty of bad blood with Chelsea Green going back to their feud over the United States Championship that you mentioned earlier, Joe. I'm sure she enjoyed that shot to the jaw of Miss Chelsea Green.
Meechin's never competed in a Money in the Bank ladder match. Lost in qualifying 2023 and in 2024. When Bailey got through, and Chelsea Green a year ago made her way there. Oh, it trips up.
Huh?
Because they were all friendly. They knew each other. The allegation is that they were in cahoots with one another and they wanted to scratch each other's back. And this is the way they continue to do it.
Or he was just sloppy in this. But it's just Chrysler shouldn't do that.
Yeah.
Because when you get a percentage, the point is you're going to get probably more than you would bill normally when things are good. But that means when things are not good, you got to accept it. That's the point. You can't say when I win, and when I lose, I win, which is essentially what they were asking.
Right.
And I think those two things are the two things that really stand out to me.
Really hard. That's why you have a settlement. Maybe that's why it's not.
But the judge
approved all this,
and that's problematic for Matt Rosenberg.
And executors are given a lot of power. They have to make a lot of decisions. You don't want conservatives. You don't want them second guessed at every turn. But these two things really go beyond the pale. The other thing that would really concern me if I'm Matt Rosenberg is ultimately Britney Spears is going to have to take a witness stand and talk about a lot of this. And I don't know that she would be I think he worries it. And I was a trial litigator for a long time. And I know what it was like to put up a witness for a deposition on a witness stand who I didn't necessarily trust that I could keep on script. It's terrifying. And Britney has shown that she can be difficult to keep on script. She doesn't really stand up script herself. And to me, Matt Rosengart is looking at one day in the future at that deposition and is worried.
Well, he's also looking post-conservatorship at what's been going on, and he might be a little bit worried.
Yeah, she's just going to get on the stand and twirl. Yeah.
No, don't say that. Okay, last one. Your guys' call. Cardi B or Bad Baby? You choose.
Jason, your call.
I think Bad Baby is fascinating stuff.
So she is another Albert Einstein, isn't she?
Yeah. So Bad Baby's been invited by the Oxford Union, a famous debate society that's affiliated with Oxford University. But just to be clear at the beginning, you do not have to be a student at Oxford. You do not have to be accepted into Oxford in order to be part of the Oxford Union. It is a debate society, an old school, hundreds of year old debate society affiliated with Oxford.
It's a big deal.
It's a big deal.
And a big deal that attracted a lot of
luminaries. We've had multiple presidents: Reagan, Nixon, Carter, and Clinton, Queen Elizabeth II, the Dalai Lama,
Albert Einstein, Malcolm X,
Elton John,
Shakira.
The list goes on. Well, joining the illustrious ranks of people invited to speak at the student union is Bad Baby.
Danielle Bregoli. Catch her outside.
I love this because Danielle Bregoli was a juvenile delinquent when she was 13 years old.
Yeah.
That's why she was on Dr. Phil. This was the classic moment, which she said, catch me outside, the classic moment of 15 Minutes of Fame, that she was probably going to end up in prison somewhere because she was an absolute incorrigible teen, and that, we would be done with her. And instead, she has turned her life around. She has succeeded in music, in business, and whether you like OnlyFans or not, fact is, she's made a fortune on it. She is now
says $50 million.
Yes. Now, I don't know what it may be that much, maybe it's not, but it's enough to buy a really expensive house. Also, to donate, I think it was like $1.7 million to scholarship funds for low-income kids.
Yeah.
Look at her.
She's doing great.
Look at her.
So the question would be, has she, or maybe it's not, maybe it's irrelevant, has she attained this through luck or through skill?
I don't think somebody who can do something like that is just simply lucky. And as a matter of fact, I think it's almost the opposite, that I think people wrote her off as somebody who would end up behind bars because she was so crazy. And I think she had it was tougher for her than the average.
See as Chelsea re-enter and then takes that basement drop kick.
Now this has just been unfair from the office.
There's a roll-up to get to Money in the Bank.
And I'll tell you this about Alexa Bliss. She's been
Shoulders are down.
here, there. Zoic's not here, but the past 2 years has barely competed. However,
Would you look at the technical skill we're seeing between Michin and Bliss right away?
astoundingly shows no sign of ring rust whatsoever.
Each of these highly skilled competitors trying to get through right away to Money in the Bank. It'll be coming your way June 7th from LA as they take care of Green again.
Well, that should be a double disqualification. I don't know what the referee is doing.
Good strategy by Bliss and Michin. Here they come.
Are you applauding this, Joe Taz?
No.
You think this is fair?
Broadcasting, documenting, detailing.
A heavy bias and it stinks to high hat.
Now Michin. She sends Green back in, and here's Bliss Green. Bliss wants to get after Chelsea Green, and now all of a sudden they're not on the same page at all.
Yeah, lady.
Oh, and here comes Green! Takes them both out! Women's Money in the Bank qualifier triple threat match from here in North Carolina.
We'll need a code name for you.
Why not the Jackal?
He's an exception. That is the Domino's stuffed crust that you said you've had in the past.
Where's the pizza?
Domino's has never made a stuffed crust pizza before.
I'm at a loss for words.
Until now, that is. Introducing Domino's first ever stuffed crust pizza. We didn't just stuff our crust with cheese. We use our delicious pan pizza dough and sprinkle garlic seasoning and Parmesan on top. It's Domino's first ever stuffed crust pizza. Try it for the first time tonight.
This is phenomenal.
You knew finals would test you. You didn't know your allergies would test you more. The principles of for whatever happens next.
Of Riemannian geometry.
Drink the rainbow, taste the rainbow. Great action to get the night started here on Friday Night SmackDown. Alexa Bliss, Michin, Chelsea Green, who will qualify for the women's Money in the Bank. That'll be coming your way on June 7th.
Michin, one of the toughest women in the division at home in street fights. Well, that's not the game tonight, but Michin more than happy to brawl with anything that moves.
Oh! And now, she's got him stacked up in the corner. Chelsea Green and Alexa Bliss with that long back attack of Michin. Cannonball right in there.
Inching closer to victory and qualification for the Money in the Bank ladder match.
She's never competed for it, but kick out and 2 by Bliss. And right back on top of Chelsea.
Yeah, sometimes the stats don't tell the full story with a superstar. And the fact that Michin has never held gold here in WWE or indeed been in a Money in the Bank ladder match is quite simply astounding.
She was looking for a deep defeat. And Chelsea now right in the center of the ring. Not a good position to be in, but instead gets out of the way, and Bliss takes the big move. Now, all 3 of them are down. The double kick to the head.
You didn't say a single nice thing about Chelsea Green bobbing and weaving.
She got out of the way.
Dodging and diving.
Excellent defensive movement by
Finally,
Chelsea Green.
Finally,
Excellent.
a compliment. You'll go far in this game, Joe Tess, if you carry on like that.
Look at this scene here in Greensboro. Over 12,000 plus packing the First Horizon Coliseum, and they're already chanting, "This is awesome." The kind of competition that qualifying for Money in the Bank brings around.
Alexa Bliss tapping into that historical greatness we've seen in the past, duking it out with this Chelsea Green.
Alexa able to parry the punch and deliver the drop kick.
This place coming unglued once again for Bliss.
Oh, out of nowhere comes Michin.
The inherent problem with a triple threat matchup.
She's going for a prettier. She's going for a prettier. Oh, but instead it's in defeat. Chelsea's in trouble for the win. Oh, and Bliss comes in and saves it.
A millisecond away from qualification there for Michin.
Bliss. A tornado DDT on Michin.
Spiked right on the top of the cranium. The brain completely scrambled for Michin like a sitting duck, and now in the drop zone.
Oh, she is in the drop zone. She is in Alexa's favorite drop zone. The return of Alexa Bliss, and it comes with Twisted Bliss to advance Money in the Bank. Oh, and Chelsea rips her off.
And just in the nick of time, Chelsea Green keeping her own chances alive. Wait for it.
On prettier. Is Chelsea gonna do it? Bliss pulls out Michin.
Green was too busy celebrating.
Chelsea thought she was in position to win.
Celebrate after the 3 count on you again.
Oh! Sister Abigail DDT. Locked, loaded, delivered. Here's your winner, Alexa Bliss.
Twisted, contorted, unearthly, but most importantly, Alexa Bliss is our first qualifier for the Women's Money in the Bank ladder match. Congratulations, Miss Bliss.
Ethnicity introduced.
That was an outstanding match. I just love the high level urgent competition, knowing what's on the line, Wade.
On the top of victory, twisted bliss from the top, and it would have been victory had it not
Oh,
been
this
for
is still the
United
same
States women's champion house.
four people.
Yeah. Alexa Bliss just won against Meechan and Chelsea Green.
Alexa Bliss just earned her way to her fourth Money in the Bank. Bliss won it in 2018, was in it in 21 and 22 before her recent years away from WWE action. Great start to SmackDown. Of course, recently we have seen this tag team division that has been red hot at SmackDown. Recently, it's the red hot arrival of Axiom getting everybody's attention. Last week, they made a huge statement, a non-title win against the current champions.
Stronger Together is brought to you by Progressive. Get even more savings when you bundle your boat, RV, or motorcycle with Progressive.
Presented by Chime, teaming up with you to help unlock financial progress.
May 27th on NBC and Peacock.
Back here in Greensboro as the blistering fast Nathan Fraser and Axiom are in the ring. The two-time NXT Tag Team Champions. They have quickly established themselves as the top contenders here on SmackDown.
With a combined weight of 407 pounds, Johnny Gargano, Tommaso Ciampa, DIY!
All right, wait, so here is DIY in their first match since losing an epic, all-time triple threat TLC match.
Yeah, and they're far from impressed with the newcomers, Axiom, who have really taken the SmackDown landscape by storm. Now we're going to slow them down somewhat. DIY, maybe to get back on track and back to the top.
Two-time WWE Tag Team Champions. The Motor City Machine Guns back in December of 24 for their most recent reign. This match is presented by Chime, teaming up with you to help unlock financial progress. It was interesting. We were talking about the strategy to put forth when you go up against Axiom, and Nathan Fraser, all the speed they possess. How does DIY deal with that?
Well, the speed certainly has been the killer thus far for Axiom. I spoke to DIY a little earlier today. No slouches themselves. I asked them how they were going to deal with it. They told me quite specifically the speed of thought of Axiom is not as fast as their speed of body movement, and that's where mistakes are bound to creep in, and you simply cannot afford mistakes against veterans like Ciampa and Gargano.
He's got him stretched out, and then the big running, and there's the speed turning into power right away.
Yeah, it was a little raggedy for me. I could tell Axiom was perhaps going for that octopus hole, but Ciampa knew full well to sit out on it, and the connection wasn't as flush as usual.
And here they go. That dive train that we have seen time and again, when they rev this engine, look at how quickly as they send Ciampa over the barrier. What an the world. And you can see the pain as Gargano took that right in the middle of the back.
An absolute blitzkrieg start here from
And now
Francia.
my back
And
itches.
DIY have not got a clue what has hit them.
What was that Ciampa said about the speed leading to mistakes? No mistakes early on here from Fraxia.
What an absolute whirlwind this duo has been.
Oh, he went for the springboard, but Johnny pulled down that rope. Johnny Gargano clearly pulled down that rope, but he was going for the springboard.
Well, that was inadvertent from Gargano climbing up in the ring. You could say it was an accident. If they really like the pop.
Oh, now a huge clothesline.
No accident there. That was flush to the jaw of Axiom. And in the blink of an eye, two vets can change the game just like that.
Well, they were in complete control. And then all of a sudden, right when he was going for that springboard, you saw Johnny Gargano. I mean, maybe he was trying to climb his way back into the ring.
Of course he was trying to climb his way. That's why it wasn't a disqualification. Referee saw the whole thing and pat yourselves on the backs.
As you see, DIY celebrating their work.
How smart was
enjoying
that
things.
by DIY? Get yourselves the upper hand. Make sure your opponent is at your feet. Then take a breather. This has been a rapid start to the matchup. Now you're in control. Do it at your pace.
Axiom, the young rising star from Madrid, Spain, is trying to work his way back into things, but Gargano he slams it down and catches the ropes as well. DIY is in control here in Greensboro.
Seriously, you're not alien anymore?
Is this still the same match?
It's the tag team match, and you kind of fell asleep.
Is it the same one?
Uh-huh. It's the same tag team match that you just saw when you were, like, half asleep, bro.
No, because I didn't fall asleep all the way out.
1,000+ capacity crowd. We're in the midst of tag team action.
You were just resting your eyes?
And DIY. Axiom is
Wait
desperate
just a
to
minute. Hold on.
What?
Something's wrong here. Come on.
Ever present by the side of Jacob.
All right. That's where I left off.
That same night, successfully cashed in on Nia Jax to become champion. Opportunity again.
Mystical and perplexing individuals we've ever witnessed here on SmackDown, but crucially a 5-time world champ. She has the pedigree. Will she head back to Money in the Bank?
Who she faces in this qualifying triple threat match.
And her opponent from Montana, California, Michi!
Michi was so
I want to do something before. Here, can you move? Excuse me. I'll be right back, ladies and gentlemen. Don't mean I'll try not to.
I'm thinking about coming out with you.
matchups against Chelsea Green. Qualifying for this Money in the Bank will be huge for her at this stage of her career. She's yet to hold a title in WWE.
With the Money in the Bank contract, and that will change in a hurry. Every woman has been successful when trying to cash in that contract, unlike the men's division.
And you can enter WWE's Dream Trip to Universal Orlando Resort Sweepstakes for a chance to experience Universal Orlando Resort's 4 theme parks. It includes the all-new Universal Epic Universe opening May 22nd. Plus, a chance to meet a WWE superstar. Go to WWE.com/Universal Suites to enter for that chance to win.
Pledge your allegiance.
Oh, yeah. Do not sit down, Wade.
Let me take this one, Joe Test, because hands on hearts, this desk unanimously pledges allegiance to Chelsea Green.
And their opponent from Victoria, British Columbia, Canada, Chelsea Green. The proceeding was not an endorsement of Chelsea Green, but yet another display of blatant bias by Wade Barrett in discussing anything involving the former United States champion, who knows is still wearing black in Illinois. For a triple threat qualifier for Money in the Bank.
Let's talk about fire, shall we?
Go ahead.
Notably absent from the ringside area are the secret purpose, and that seems to me of high-level political chicanery from the likes of GM Nick Aldis and one B-Fat.
Here we go. We are underway, and right away, Chelsea Green eats a kick from Michin and is rolled out, and these two are just high-fiving and laughing at her immediately. What a great start.
Nothing
by
great about
Michin.
that. And Michin has got plenty of bad blood with Chelsea Green after their feud over the United States Championship that you mentioned earlier, Joe. I'm sure she enjoyed that shot to the jaw of Miss Chelsea Green.
Michin's never competed in a Money in the Bank ladder match. Lost in qualifying 2023 and in 2024. But Bailey got through, and Chelsea Green a year ago made her way there. Oh, and trips up Chelsea as Chelsea re-enters and takes a basement drop kick.
And this has just been unfair from the offense.
Now there's a roll-up to get to Money in the Bank.
And I'll tell you this about Alexa Bliss. She's been
Shoulders are down. Shoulders are down.
here, there. Some weeks not here, but the past 2 years has barely competed. However,
Would you look at the technical skill we're seeing between Michin and Bliss right away?
astoundingly shows no sign of ring rust whatsoever.
Each of these highly skilled competitors trying to get through right away to Money in the Bank. It'll be coming your way June 7th from LA as they take care of Green again.
Well, that should be a double disqualification.
Ow.
I don't know what the referee is doing.
Good strategy by Bliss and Michin. Here they come.
Are you applauding this, Joe Test?
No.
You think this is fair?
Broadcasting, documenting, detailing.
A heavy bias and it stinks to high hat.
Now Michin. She sends Green back in, and here's Bliss. Bliss wants to get after Chelsea Green, and now all of a sudden they're not on the same page at all.
Yeah, lady.
Oh, and here comes Green! Takes them both out! Women's Money in the Bank qualifier triple threat match from here in North Carolina.
We'll need a code name for you.
How'd they get so much flavor in these Skittles Littles?
'Twas I who shrunk the Skittles and packed them with a rush of flavor.
Did you accidentally shrink yourself too?
Yeah.
Shrink the rainbow, teach the rainbow.
Great action to get the night started here on Friday Night SmackDown. Alexa Bliss, Michin, Chelsea Green, who will qualify for the women's Money in the Bank. That'll be coming your way on June 7th.
Michin, one of the toughest women in the division at home in street fights. Well, that's not the game tonight, but Michin more than happy to brawl with anything that moves.
Oh! And now, she's got him stacked up in the corner. Chelsea Green and Alexa Bliss with that long back attack of Michin. Cannonball right in there.
Inching closer to victory and qualification for the Money in the Bank ladder match.
She's never competed for it, but kick out at 2 by Bliss. And right back on top of Chelsea.
Yeah, sometimes the stats don't tell the full story with a superstar. The fact that Michin has never held gold here in WWE or indeed been in a Money in the Bank ladder match is quite simply astounding.
I have to backtrack because
Chelsea
I
now
missed.
right in the center of the ring. Not a good position to be in, but instead gets out of the way, and Bliss takes the big move. Now, all 3 of them are down. The double kick to the head.
You didn't say a single nice thing about Chelsea Green bobbing and weaving.
She got out of the way.
Dodging and diving.
Excellent defensive movement by Chelsea Green.
Finally, a compliment. You'll go far in this game, Joe Tess, if you carry on like that.
Look at this scene here in Greensboro. Over 12,000 plus packing the First Horizon Coliseum, and they're already chanting, "This is awesome." The kind of competition that qualified for Money in the Bank brings around.
Alexa Bliss tapping into that historical greatness we've seen in the past, duking it out with this Chelsea Green.
Alexa able to parry the punch and deliver the drop kick.
This place coming unglued once again for Bliss.
Oh, there's another
The inherent problem with a triple threat match.
She's going for a prettier. She's going for a prettier. Oh, but instead it's in defeat. Chelsea's in
They're
trouble.
saying that we don't have enough money. That's like her excuse, like you always say, Mike, right?
Qualification there for Michin.
Yeah.
Bliss. A tornado DDT on Michin.
That spike right on the top of the cranium. The brain completely scrambled for Michin like a sitting duck, and now in the drop zone.
Oh, she is in the drop zone. She is in Alexa's favorite drop zone. The return of Alexa Bliss, and it comes with Twisted Bliss to advance. Money in the Bank. Oh, and Chelsea rips her off.
Yeah, just in the nick of time. Chelsea Green keeping her own chances alive. Wait for it.
On prettier. Is Chelsea gonna do it? Bliss pulls out Michin.
Green was too busy celebrating.
Chelsea thought she was in position to win.
Celebrate after the 3 count. Oh, you get
Oh! Sister Abigail DDT. Locked, loaded, delivered. Here is your winner, Alexa Bliss.
Twisted, contorted, unearthly, but most importantly, Alexa Bliss is our first qualifier for the Women's Money in the Bank ladder match. Congratulations, Miss Bliss.
That was an outstanding match. I just love the high level of urgent competition, knowing what's on the line, Wade.
On the top of victory, Twisted Bliss from the top, and it would have been victory had it not been for a former United States Women's Champion house connected with Prettier, took her eye off the ball, and that was all that Alexa Bliss needed to lock in the Sister Abigail DDT. 1 minute later, and Bliss is qualified for the big one. I love Money in the Bank season.
Alexa Bliss just earned her way to her 4th Money in the Bank. Of course, won it in 2018, was in it in 21 and 22 before her recent years away from WWE action. Great start to SmackDown. Of course, recently we have seen this tag team division that has been red hot at SmackDown. Recent weeks, the red hot arrival of Roxanne getting everybody's attention. Last week, they made a huge statement, a non-title win against the current champion.
Stronger Together is brought to you by Progressive. Get even more savings when you bundle your boat, RV, or motorcycle.
Come on. God damn it. What's the problem? What the fuck? I'm sorry, John. I don't.
It's okay.
Boat, RV, or motorcycle with Progressive.
Fraxium announced themselves as major Bliss has qualified
made a huge statement, a non-title win against the current champ.
Stronger Together is brought to you.
Right now.
They never do slow down, do they?
Okay. I don't know what happened, but we got it now.
The following tag team contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, with a combined weight of 365 pounds, Praxia! 4 straight week, Praxium's had a match on SmackDown. They are 3-0, and when we return, they will test the former champs. This match presented by Chime, teaming up with you to help unlock financial progress.
Special was going to happen. That is the best feeling in the world.
DGT, May 27th on NBC and Peacock.
Back here in Greensboro as the blistering fast Nathan Fraser and Axiom are in the ring. The 2-time NXT Tag Team Champions. They have quickly established themselves as the top contenders here on SmackDown. And their opponents with a combined weight of 407 pounds, Johnny Gargano, Tommaso Ciampa, DIY. All right, wait, so here is DIY in their first match since losing that epic, all-time triple threat TLC match.
Yeah, and they're far from impressed with the newcomers, Fraxium, who have really taken the SmackDown landscape by storm. Now looking to slow them down somewhat. DIY able to get back on track and back to the top.
Oh,
2-time WWE Tag Team Champion.
yeah.
Defeated the Motor City Machine Guns back in December of 24 for their most recent reign. This match is presented by Chime, teaming up with you to help unlock financial progress.
No,
It's
the next
interesting.
time they have a
We were talking about the strategy to put forth when you go up against
we have to
Praxia.
go
Axiom,
there. They're not going to
Fraser,
come here
all the
anymore.
speed they possess. How does DIY deal with that?
Well, the speed certainly has been the killer thus far for Fraxium. I spoke to DIY a little earlier today. No slouches themselves. I asked them how they were going to deal with it. They told me quite specifically the speed of thought of Fraxium is not as fast as their speed of body movement, and that's where mistakes are bound to creep in, and you simply cannot afford mistakes against veterans like Ciampa and Gargano.
He's got him stretched out. And then the big running, and there's the speed turning into power right away.
Yeah, it was a little raggedy for me. I could tell Axiom was perhaps going for that octopus hole, but Ciampa knew full well to sit out on it, and the connection wasn't as flush as usual. So here they go.
That dive train that we have seen time and again, when they rev this engine, look at how quickly as they send Ciampa over the barrier. What in the world? And you can see the pain as Gargano took that right in the middle of the back.
An absolute blitzkrieg start here from Fraxium, and DIY have not got a clue what has hit them.
What was that Ciampa said about the speed leading to mistakes? No mistakes early on here from Fraxium.
What an absolute whirlwind this duo has been.
Let me know when you're ready to go to bed, okay?
I will.
Oh, he went for the springboard, but Johnny pulled down that rope. Johnny Gargano clearly pulled down that rope, but he was going for the springboard.
Well, that was inadvertent from Gargano climbing up in the ring. You could say it was a accident. If like a pop.
Oh, now a huge clothesline.
No accident there. That was flush to the jaw of Axiom. And in the blink of an eye, two bets can change the game just like that.
Well, they were in complete control.
Wait says about a
And
blink
then
of
all
an
of a
eye.
sudden, right when he was going for that springboard, you saw Johnny Gargano. I mean, maybe he was trying to climb
My
his way
mother
back
can
into the ring.
blink in a heartbeat.
That's why it wasn't a disqualification. Referee saw the whole thing and pat yourselves on the backs.
As you see, DIY enjoying, celebrating their work.
How smart was
enjoying
that?
Things.
By DIY, get yourselves the upper hand. Make sure your opponent is at your feet. Then take a breather. This has been a rapid start to the matchup. Now you're in control. Do it at your pace.
Axiom, the young rising star from Madrid, Spain, is trying to work his way back into things, but Gargano really slams him down and catches the ropes as well. DIY is in control here in Greensboro.
Seriously, you're not alien anymore?
The Greys implanted an inhibitor.
Power of Cricket 5G.
Seen here in Greensboro, over 12,000 plus.
You know, and them to find out. This ought to be fun.
Destination X, May 27th on NBC and Peacock.
Great scene here in Greensboro, over 12,000 plus capacity crowd. We're in the midst of tag team action. Fraxium and DIY. Axiom is desperate to get that tag. Man, oh man, a week ago, DIY attacked them backstage after Fraxium came up with a big non-title win against the Street Profits. There's the tag they needed, and here comes Nathan Fraser.
Well, a sudden turn of speed here for Fraxium after Axiom was getting paintbrushed for the last 5 minutes. Finally, the freshman in, and the complexion totally different now.
Fraser's on fire. Springboards in and puts down Gargano.
Problem with Page, lost control.
Shooting star! Hooks the leg. And Johnny kicks out.
Nathan Fraser just moving around like a blur in this one. As we try and get our breath back, the cops are worried in the mind of Nathan Fraser, and I think we know where he's going here.
Rematch win streak since their SmackDown debut. He's lining it up, looking for the Phoenix Splash, lands on his feet. Gargano delivers a huge left hand.
He's took way too long climbing up there, and Fraser may pay for that.
Oh!
Super kick to the jaw!
In the midst of that springboard moonsault, and now here comes Ciampa.
Again, once overcommitted.
Oh, fairy tale ending, that kick delivered for the win. Oh, and coming in and saving things was Axiom.
Well, back from the death, just at a crucial moment there. We talked about the momentum that Axiom have got, The last thing you want is to take an L here and lose it all.
Crossbody flying out onto the floor from Gargano. Project Ciampa delivered. Oh, and somehow, Nathan Frazier finds a way to get that shoulder up.
What a devastating connection. Take another look at how high Nathan Frazier bounces off the knees of that Project Ciampa. How the hell he kicked out there, I have no idea.
What's he doing with his feet back there?
Oh, dropping it down, and now about to drop the hammer with the exposed knee. Oh, knee straight to the buckle. No protection whatsoever. Huge regret there for Ciampa.
Gargano delivers the big boot. But then Frazier looking to rally back.
Talking about rally, this one is like a tennis match. Back and forth over the net. Who is going to smash this one home to victory?
Frazier's got him in position. Gargano trying to fight back in front of this massive crowd as he sends him flying. Takes care of business against Ciampa.
Frazier managing to land on his feet somehow. There was a tag there too.
Look at the spin into the superplex.
See him, the legal man here.
Oh, the kick with the brainbuster combination. Oh, and a massive knee from Ciampa.
Jaw-breaking knee. Once again, that exposed knee of Ciampa that ate the buckle a couple of minutes ago. This time connects flush on the jaw. After this epic double team move, what to have victory in sight. Oh, well, Francie and Ciampa there just at the death.
I mean, the super kick with the brainbuster, but that exposed knee. Fraxia. Backstage after that victory against a not 100% Street Profits.
Not 100%. I'm a big advocate. If you beat the Jackson and non-title match, you deserve the championship opportunity. The caveat is, if the champion
They're watching the movie out there.
Who did you really beat?
That was the case as they were coming out of that TLC match. Goes for the German suplex.
You know how when she thinks that we're screaming?
Yeah. Instead, the big kick by Gargano. Here's the roll up.
And you always say something about your Alexa, shut up.
Oh, he's got him in a submission.
What a tremendous transition in the blink of an eye from defense to offense, just like that. And Ciampa again.
Ciampa trying to raise. Oh, he's never got his mask off. He nearly has Axiom's mask off.
Nathan Frazier playing clean-up duty there, saving the blushes of Axiom.
Look at this counter by Axiom. Wow!
Well, fasting body, fasting mind too. Well, Frazier, they got the W, but at what cost? Now it's the punishment beating.
It was such a superb match. And now the beatdown from Bear's Company. Motor City Machine Guns.
Two men who were jumped by DIY last week, not for the first time.
Oh, Saban and Shelley getting the best of Ciampa.
Well, these are those consequences in Gargano for the best buddy of the Motor City Machine Guns who stabbed them in the back several months ago. Now caught between a rock and a hard place.
Oh, big kick by Saban. Motor City Machine Guns arriving just in time after another impressive outing by the Upstarts, the former NXT Tag Team Champions, who have won 4 straight now on SmackDown, defeating DIY as Praxia.
Good luck. Muchas gracias, Andrade. Last week, we did a great job.
Do you know, maybe we will see each other and that on a bad letter match.
You know that? ¿Sabes algo? I had my WrestleMania moment, and I fell. But the fire inside me is burning deeper than ever. I am ready for the next level. And the next level
He's calling Money in the Bank.
Hey, Carla.
Morning, Carla. What's up? Where the hell is LA Knight? No, es que yo, West Martinez.
Remember, triple threat qualified match coming up. A week ago, Nia Jax won a #1 contenders match. Tonight, she gets the reward. Chance to be the WWE Women's Champion again. Tiffany Stratton defends against Nia Jax tonight. What a championship ahead. And when we come back, R-Truth played an unexpected role at Backlash. You know what happened at the press conference. Wade Barrett's exclusive one-on-one conversation with R-Truth to get his reaction to everything that happened in St. Louis. That's coming up next.
NBC Sports Weekend Wiz. Moved by Pods.
Hey, this is great news for Fanatics Fest. It's just announced that John Cena, Seth Rollins, Becky Lynch, Dirty Dom, and Alexa Bliss are going to Fanatics Fest in New York. #1 show for sports fans and collectors. Javits Center, New York, June 20th through the 22nd. And you can secure your tickets now at fanaticsfest.com. How about that lineup in New York?
We're on a roll, baby. No one can stop us out here.
Congratulations, boys. You're on a roll. Beat DIY, Pretty Deadly, Los Garzas, and Hurt or Not. Y'all even got one over on us.
Ooh, and what you guys doing is so special. So special that we just let Nick on his office, and he has created you guys a WWE Tag Team Championship. Wow. How about that? But guess what? His best part was they ain't gotta wait too many to make. They ain't gotta wait to say nice anything. The WWE Tag Team Championship match. We
So I guess what we have to do. All right, what he's trying to say is we're really looking forward to this.
Yeah, she's right. Because we're going to be 100%. Hopefully you boys are too.
Man, we are speed running this whole thing, man. We're on a roll. All we have to do next week is go beat him. I think we're rushing. Although we get more from it. Okay. Let's go work on next week then.
I have no idea how you even begin to start slowing Braxton down, but if the Street Profits can't figure that out by next week on SmackDown, they will be losing 10 gold.
I'm looking forward to broadcasting that match. And I don't think anyone would have thought that we would leave John Cena, Randy Orton mega match at Backlash, talking about R-Truth, but always expect the unexpected. Wade sat down with R-Truth earlier today.
R-Truth, thank you for joining me. I know you're a busy man, so I'm going to get straight to it. The Backlash press conference. John Cena AA'd you through a table. What is going on between the two of you?
Wade, life is tough. This constant pressure, man. Career, family, friends, bills. But regardless of what's going on in your world, you could always depend on John Cena. When you felt like you wanted to quit, what did John say? Never give up. You didn't know when it was going to come. You didn't think it was going to happen. What did John say? Your time is now. Hustle, loyalty, respect. Those are not just words, Wade. It's a beacon of light. If John Cena did it, so can you.
Truth. Listen to yourself. This sounds crazy. You won John Cena the match at Backlash. You prevented John Cena from being punted. And look how he repaid you. And you want to sing that guy's praises?
Wait, John Cena won that match on his own. You don't know John Cena like I know John Cena. That man at the press conference was not John Cena. The John that I know, he wouldn't turn his back on the people that support and love him. The John that I know, he wouldn't be talking about ruining wrestling. Put his friend, his brother, through a table? I don't want to fight John. But if I have to beat him back to his senses, then I would do it. I'm going to do it. I already talked to Nick Aldis. It's set. Saturday night main event. Wade, John is the greatest of all time.
Truth and
I remember
Cena.
what my hero told me when facing
Truth and Cena.
never give up.
That's right,
And
Truth.
regardless of what happens
I hope
Saturday
he
night,
wins.
I'm going to walk out with my head held high. Because I'm going to live by
You
3
feel
words.
like you're half ready to go to
Hustle.
bed. Are you tired or something?
Loyalty and respect.
Maybe.
That's what's up.
Well, Truth, this has been enlightening, and best of luck against John Cena at Saturday night's main event.
Much obliged.
Great job, Wade. And look what's coming our way now. Next week, Saturday night's main event in Tampa. Live nationwide on NBC. R-Truth against the 17-time world champion.
I'm going to message my friend
Cena.
Alex DeJesus to see
Saturday night.
if I can go with him since Mom's feet's not going well.
Alex who?
DeJesus, one of my best friends I used to go to school with.
On April 25th, he returned. Nearly 4 years away from WWE for Aleister Black. He had been reintroduced to his devastating Black Mass
Wait,
hit.
can I ask you something?
Yeah.
Results.
You type the name in it for me. I'm not asking you to send a friend request or anything. I'm just doing it as a curiosity. Can you type in the name Melissa Gaston?
Next up, a rematch from last week. Aleister Black
No.
against Carmelo Hayes. Next.
MELI
SSA. Gaston. GASTON.
Let the adventure begin. We want to send you to Universal Orlando Resort. Enter now for your chance to win an unforgettable getaway and explore 4 incredible theme parks, including the all-new Universal Epic Universe opening May 22nd. Step through the gates and explore 5 immersive worlds of thrills and excitement. Plus, you'll stay at the brand new Universal Terra Luna Resort. Enter the WWE Universe Dream Trip giveaway today. Go to WWE.com/Universal Sweeps to enter now.
It's a new dawn. It's a new day. It's a new life for me.
I read that.
Well, hold on. Can you go down to where it says see all?
Vacations will never be the same. Welcome to the 4 parks of Universal Orlando Resort.
The Shakaroni's back at Papa John's with more pepperoni than over half a pound of cheese.
So many orders, we need to staff up.
I am here to work people. Where's the garlic sauce?
Is he always here? He's everywhere. We're making you a Shakaroni for $12.99.
That's right. I live here.
When you see what it's really like when your skin touches wall, you see why we need Downy. Adding Downy to your wash not only makes your clothes feel softer on your skin, it breathes life into your laundry.
You can really taste the hickory on this Arby's 6-hour smoked pulled pork.
You know, I always thought your best quality was your flavor balance.
Well, you know, people think I'm funny too.
Let's get balance. Arby's, we have the meats.
Febreze.
I don't know about y'all, but when it comes to working from home, I gotta have every part of my house clean. That means tidying up, then spraying my Febreze air mist to leave every room smelling fresh and clean. With that done, it's time to get to work.
Wait a minute, can I ask you to do one more favor for me?
Sure.
Click right there. Don't click add friend, but just click on her name.
Right here?
No. Yeah, right there. I'll go down.
Nobody would live in a place like this unless they have something to hide. I'm not an alien, but I hear they're pretty cool.
She one of your friends?
She was.
Tonight at 11 on USA or stream anytime on.
That's all she has. Just a picture of her.
Drew,
Oh,
it feels like we're stuck in a cycle.
never
You get
mind.
involved in my business.
I thought
I
there
get
was
involved in
another
yours.
site of hers.
Hold up Carmelo Hayes for a win.
Okay, I just
accidentally
wanted to
knocked the Miz off the apron.
see if she was on
It was Black who defeated the Miz a couple weeks ago.
Allow me to explain exactly what is about to happen. I got this. Alistair Black, even say your name makes me sick. Last week you had the opportunity to take my head off and you didn't take it. And that's the biggest mistake of your life. Because now, this beef, it will never end. Okay, it's not over till I win. You in the playoffs now, big dog. That's the last guy. Because it's mellow over everybody. It's M.O.E. I'm the 10th wonder of the world. I am him. Who's him? I am. Who's him? I am. Who's him? I am. And 1 month ago was your grand opening, and tonight in Greensboro, it's your grand closing. Hit his music.
So proudly boasting at the WrestleMania weekend with that Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal Giant gold head pendant that the Miz gifted him.
They've been boasting for the next 12 months. What an accolade that was for Carmelo Hayes.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Accompanied by the Miz from Boston, Massachusetts, weighing in at 210 pounds, Carmelo Hayes. And by the way, speaking of the Miz, congratulations to the Miz, as it has been announced that he is the host of the reboot of the iconic TV competition series, American Gladiators. The Miz is the new host of the rebooted, brand new American Gladiators. Good for the Miz.
Wow, that is incredible video. God damn it, I thought that was going to be NBC.
In Hollywood, huge career move, but number one love will always be competing right here in WWE.
This thing is so uncomfortable to me. I mean, he's like a harness with a gray gold medallion. Over 10 pounds.
It's worth the pain of carrying that thing around because it's such an impressive thing to win. What a gift from the Miz that was. What a benevolent mentor the Miz really is.
I wish it was
Aleister Black
on
Carmelo
NBC.
had a good match a week ago.
Yeah, it was a real back and forth effort, and despite the L for Carmelo Hayes at the end, you have to say he was pretty much an equal to Aleister Black on almost every level throughout the duration of it, except for that final 3 count.
It's the first time they competed against each other last week. Black won by that roll-up. Mentioned the fact that the Miz got up on the apron. Hayes accidentally knocked off his ally. It was Black.
Nice maneuverings there from Aleister Black, stopping short and catching young Mello by surprise. Not easy to do against a great mover like Carmelo Hayes.
Hayes back and forth. These two go. Matching skill and athleticism. Quick burst, dynamic between these two. Black and he went for Black Mass right away, and Mello is able to avoid it.
Yeah, Mello looks like he's just seen a ghost, and that's not just staring at the bizarre Aleister Black. That Black Mass really is the ultimate one-hitter quitter,
isn't it? It's that time Black was able to deny Mello's effort.
And once again, going for that German suplex is clear.
He springboarded right into a big boot that he never saw coming.
Just incredible reflexes, and it's fortunate for Carmelo Hayes that he managed to roll out of the ring on that one.
And here goes. He tried the moonsault, but the Miz threw him back in the ring.
Oh, great.
And instead it's Mello.
Tremendous mentorship there from the Miz, who is truly guiding Carmelo Hayes over these small bumps in the road as Mello tries to become the #1 competitor here on SmackDown.
Miz helping things out dynamically as he was able to throw Mello back into the ring, and that left shoulder gets up. Carmelo Hayes, Aleister Black back in it here at Friday Night SmackDown.
George and Junior were fed up. They weren't planning on having to replace their brakes today. But they went to AutoZone, where a friendly AutoZoner helps them find a deal on the right parts. No headaches. On NBC and Peacock.
It is the third match in the return of Aleister Black, who just went up high and leveled Carmelo Hayes with a big kick that sends him to the floor.
I'll tell you right now, when it comes to movements and reflexes, I think Carmelo Hayes and
there that all of a sudden I've got to now go from potential criminal to success, and she did it. So is there luck there? There's luck in everything, but there's got to be some skill and thought.
I'm right with you.
Yeah.
I think it's pretty impressive what she's done. She took her, to your point, she took her 15 minutes, and lots of people get the 15 minutes, and then it fades. Most people, all these reality stars, they come along, especially on these kind of backyard fight kind of people like Bad Baby was, and she has made it into an empire.
And one of the reasons I think Oxford is really interested in her is that, you talk to kids today, what do you want to be when you grow up? An influencer. It's like a lot of people are saying, I just want to be in my computer.
I just throw them out.
Yeah, but there's a lot of money to be made.
Because you got kids. You know it, right?
You are right. The people they admire most, I think, except me, of course, are influencers on TikTok who have made it and are, don't really have to work for a living, do a few videos and make moves.
It's their version of wanting to be in the NBA.
That's right.
And very few do it. She did it. And I think people want to hear from her on how she did it. And I know it's Oxford, but Oxford students are on TikTok. Oxford students are, influencers. They are influencers.
There's going to be a lot of people that are looking down their noses at her, for sure. Right? I
don't know that. I really don't think so. I mean, when you look at a 20-year-old student, This is the thing about it. I'm sorry for bringing it back to TMZ, but people would always say to me, like, what's the voice of TMZ? And it's like, we don't have a voice. We have a personality. That sometimes we can be really serious, and sometimes we can be snarky, and sometimes we can be funny, and sometimes we can be sad. We don't have one voice. And a student who may be as brilliant as a student as Oxford, they can have a silly side, they can have a social side. And I think just because they're, studious and academics doesn't mean they're not interested in something like this.
Right. I tend to agree with you. There's nothing. There's nothing
When it
more
hits
or
10,
less significant about
40 or
what that baby has done than
10:45.
any other actor or actress or somebody who's
I'm
playing.
probably gonna call it a
These are
night.
all efforts to get yourself famous and make money as a result of it. You've done it better than almost anyone.
There's going to be a lot of new OnlyFans account opening up at Oxford.
There might be.
Hot Ladies of Oxford.
Hot Ladies of Oxford.
Hot OnlyFans. After
I'm not gonna quit watching wrestling.
We're going to end today. I just have to say, I feel really uncomfortable.
It's just I'm gonna call it a night after it's
No,
over.
I'm not actually. I'm especially not going to thank you, Jason.
Yeah.
Why are we agreeing on this stuff all of a sudden? We never agree on everything.
This is terrible.
We will change that up after the weekend, folks. Sorry about that. We'll have a good weekend.
Have a good one.
God damn it. Here we go.
Hi, it's Steph from TMZ Verified with Talk.
Black are 1A and 1A when it comes to the SmackDown roster. Absolutely matching each other, but right now it's Hayes in big trouble. You risk of being counted out here in the midst. Yelling encouragement, trying to get the mentee back in the ring.
She's able to get back in and beat that count. Black. Showing you that speed and that striking ability. The kickboxing and Muay Thai pedigree coming up big for Aleister Black. And the gap in action on WWE from October of 2020 to then coming back and winning on May 2nd of this year.
Black once again trying to go for that German suplex. It's quite simply Carmelo Hayes has had it well scouted, but right now Carmelo Hayes is wrong, and it just works.
That time he delivers.
Move your computer for a second. God damn it. Hold on.
Kickboxing and Muay Thai pedigree coming up big for Aleister Black. And the gap in action on WWE from October of 2020 to then coming back and winning on May 2nd of this year.
Black once again trying to go for that German suplex. It's quite simply.
So Battleground is on Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, it's been a while since they've done that. I thought everything was on Saturday now. But I guess that they're gonna have Saturday night's main event, and then Sunday is gonna be Battleground.
Carmelo Hayes has had it well scouted, but right now.
And then Monday is Raw and Tuesday is NXT.
That time he delivers.
Thank you. I was illiterate. I wouldn't have been able to read that.
Right to the cover.
Aleister Black just rolling now. He got that second win that he has not looked back. Take a look at this. Sticking it, landing on his feet. And now whirring through the gears on how do you put this cocky youngster Carmelo Hayes away.
You see both of our competitors looking to dig deep in this match now. They've given so much
Almost a carbon copy of last week's step for step, move for move. There is simply no give by either of these two superstars.
Remember, last week finished with a roll-up, and now Hayes trying to turn the tables on a big kick. Black wobbly on his feet.
Oh,
and Hayes is in control.
Finally connecting with it, planting face first was Aleister Black.
Oh, what a counter! What a counter by Aleister Black! And yet Hayes comes back.
Both men have got to be running on fumes at this point, but still, the big hits keep coming.
They are off the top rope.
Absolutely precision right there, and Mello has no idea where he's at. There you go.
Bridging pin attempt.
Oh. Well, that was the move that Aleister Black has attempted several times. Finally, he connects with it. It was a very slow kick out from Mello, but just enough to keep this one going.
Spectacular scene, over 12,000 plus here in Greensboro on a Friday night SmackDown that will be topped by the WWE Women's Championship match between Tiffany Stratton and Nia Jax. But we are in the midst of Aleister Black and Carmelo Hayes, the rematch, as the Miz acting as a distraction into the roll-up and able to kick out. And that big knee by Black. And again, Carmelo Hayes into the cover for the win.
Well, Carmelo Hayes digging deep into the massive playbook that he owns, and has only got deeper with the addition of Miz on the outside. He thought that was victory. Well, it speaks volumes to the durability of the Muay Thai expert, Aleister Black. He simply wasn't out cold.
This is getting very close to crossing the line here.
It's highly animated. Carmelo Hayes is getting sick of it.
I think he's saying, listen, go up top. Maybe nothing but net. But instead, he gets pushed back, and that disagreement may cost him. Oh, that back spinning elbow. A devastating right. A left to the body. A kick down low. But what a response by Carmelo Hayes.
Get Robbie and keep ticking. No one's going to tick after that tiger knee to the jaw.
And now is this the opportunity that Aleister Black looks for? Yes. Looking to lift him into position for blow. He was going for Black Mass, and the Miz interrupts everything, and the bell rings.
Well, Miz has essentially saved his mentee, Carmelo Hayes, from a Black Mass, and he knows how dangerous that is. Wait a second.
He was going for skull crusher up and out, but instead, the Miz is laid out again, but Mello, right on the attack is Mello.
4 weeks in a row, Miz has taken that Black Mass. That allowed Carmelo Hayes to clip that knee of the unprotected Aleister Black. And now he's at the mercy of the young cocky protector that is Carmelo Hayes.
The Miz was laid out by Black Mass, and Mello got right into the ring. Nothing but net.
Well, it's not the way Carmelo Hayes thought this was going to play out. The match thrown out thanks to the involvement of the Miz, but it is indeed Carmelo Hayes who stands tall in the aftermath.
So no winner between Black and Hayes, but it's Hayes who stands tall, delivering nothing but net.
Excuse me, Alexa, real quick. Last week we saw you make your return, and then tonight you became the first competitor to qualify for this year's Women's Money in the Bank ladder match. How does it feel?
Amazing. And now my goal is to be the first woman to win it twice. I want to take that briefcase. Sorry, Byron. Can I just? So sorry. Hey.
Alexa, what are we doing here?
Just wanted to know if you gave any thought to what we talked about.
Yeah, friends. We weren't even that close.
No, but when I first came to NXT, no one would give me the time of day, and you took me under a wing, and you were a decent human being for some reason, and I never forgot about it.
Yeah. I don't remember that.
Alexa, Charlotte, be the newest member of the SmackDown roster. Julia.
Who is that? Julia.
Let's you and I talk about Money in the Bank.
From NXT.
If you want to help, Lexi, stay out of my way. Because I don't need you. Keep telling yourself that.
Was Charlotte dynamic with Julia now on SmackDown? And this guy, really still feeling the effects of Backlash. The challenge was put forth by Damian Priest to Drew for a steel cage match. Scottish Warrior next.
What's up, WWE Universe? Guess what? SummerSlam, MetLife, tonight.
Tiffany from behind with a briefcase.
And the princess of the ring.
Has vaulted herself to the top of the women. Tiffany Stratton find a way to stop all this momentum of Nia Jax. WWE Women's Championship match. It is later on tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Drew McIntyre! You could tell Drew had a lot taken out of him at Backlash. That was far more than just a fatal four-way. Wade, another one of these moments where that hatred, that violence of Drew and Damian Priest, it produced devastating results.
Yeah, so let's take you back to last Saturday, less than a week ago at Backlash, as you mentioned. Fatal four-way for the United States title, but it was Priest and McIntyre after what has been months and months of battle. They spun off, and the intense hatred culminated in this horrific crash landing, a kamikaze south of heaven from height, rendering both men down and, unsurprisingly, out for the rest of the match. Drew McIntyre, a man aghast at showing any sign of pain, simply can't cover it today. We heard from Damian Priest earlier, who's made a challenge to McIntyre. He wants to meet McIntyre inside a steel cage. Upon this demand, once and for all, we await McIntyre's answer.
Look at how gingerly he's even climbing up to the second row. But he is here in front of this crowd in Greensboro. Massive crowd. Packed house at First Horizon Coliseum. 12,000 plus.
Unless a man would have taken the week off, but not McIntyre, and certainly not when he has somebody like Damian Priest calling him out.
I heard what you had to say, Priest. The only thing that was accurate in that entire video is how much violence we've inflicted upon each other. But you're stuck in the Drew McIntyre vortex, is that what you said? I've been in this vortex for over a year. That so-called Drew McIntyre vortex you're in is the only reason you're relevant and the only reason anyone gives a damn about you. I've been trying to get rid of you for months and months. I beat you at WrestleMania in your own match. I beat you in a street fight clean, and you keep getting involved in my business. You're obsessed with me. It's getting to the point I was genuinely concerned you want to wear my skin to your birthday party. And I know what this is. This is jealousy. This is a psychotic level of jealousy. You look at me and you see everything you've ever wanted. I am better than you in every single way. I've got all the accolades. I would have been a Grand Slam champion if it wasn't for you at Backlash. You're trying to take out the competition. And I genuinely believe you're willing to kill me to do it because you chokeslam me off a 15-foot platform and slam my head into the concrete. This has to end. I'll see you inside that cage next Saturday. And I'm gonna make you a guarantee because when Drew McIntyre makes a guarantee, it happens. Only one man is gonna walk out of that cage. The other is leaving on a stretcher.
Not been sunshine and rainbows for a hell of a long time for McIntyre. All of the dark clouds have converged in his mind, and the only thing that is going to clear them is wiping out Damian Priest once and for all. Never in doubt, Priest. The answer is yes.
The massive headline is now written. May 24th, Saturday night's main event, Wade. Wow.
A lot of beef and even more bad intentions. It is official. Priest and McIntyre aim to settle it all 1 week from tomorrow in Tampa, Florida, at Saturday night's main event inside a steel cage.
Also now official. We found out earlier tonight, Saturday night's main event live on NBC nationwide. It is in Tampa, John Cena and R-Truth.
Get this one. Not an alliance I ever saw coming, but they've got no choice. Sami Zayn and the second sipping Zayn, CM Punk. They're going to team up at Saturday night's main event to take on the power duo who run Raw, Bron Breakker and Seth freaking Rollins.
Also in primetime on NBC, the World Heavyweight Championship will be on the line. A few weeks ago, Logan Paul sucker punching Jake Uso when Raw went off the air. Now in Tampa, everybody's going to be eating. Jay's defense of the well-earned title, Saturday night's main event against Logan Paul. And Drew McIntyre limping back after what happened in St. Louis, but he has accepted the challenge.
Yeah, you've got 8 days to heal up and get back to full health. Oh, God. Yeah. Oh.
Kristen Shannon.
To see Jacob Fatu, who retained in that fatal 4-way, and that look between him and Damian Priest. The following contest is a men's Money in the Bank qualifier triple threat match, and it's scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, accompanied by J.C. Mateo and the United States champion Jacob Fatu from Las year that Solo Sikoa was expecting for himself. But now a chance to remedy things. Money in the Bank qualifying triple threat against Jimmy and Ray Phoenix. That's next.
WWE 5 is louder than ever. And they're bringing the noise city to city.
With NXT and Lucha Libre AAA Worldwide, and you can experience non-stop excitement at Money in the Bank with On Location, the official fan hospitality partner of WWE. Find your package at onlocationexp.com/WWE. What a day that's going to be, June 7th, with those two events, Money in the Bank and Worlds Collide. It's interesting to read exactly where Solo Sikoa is with Jacob Fatu. We saw that earlier. Right now, all he's got to concentrate on is this great challenge in front of him. Money in the Bank qualifying.
Oh, sorry, I didn't realize we were still alive.
It's okay.
Money in the Bank is around the corner. But tonight, it's qualifying night. I gotta get through Solo and I gotta get through Ray Phoenix. I'm gonna take my ass to Money in the Bank, climb that ladder, snatch that, win that, cash that. Who's that? Big Jim with a big win.
Oh, Big Jim's ready for this wave.
Is he ready to fight his little bro? Hell yeah, he is.
So Jimmy, Jay, and Solo, all three of them are brothers.
Yep.
251 pounds, Jimmy Uso! And this is Jimmy Uso's first match since that beatdown, that bloody display by Gunther back on March 31st on Raw. And now, of course, you can tell how refocused he is.
Pivotal
Oh,
in
it sounded
helping
like
Jay
the ring
break the
announcer
aura
said
of
Jay.
Gunther. Now Jimmy has to focus on creating
That's
an
why I
aura
wasn't-
of his own and qualifying for the Money in the Bank ladder match.
And Money in the Bank is presented by Cash App. Your financial tag team partner, Cash App, is always in your corner. And from Ecatepec, Mexico, weighing in at 182 pounds, Ray Phoenix! Of course, Ray Phoenix, who showed such spirit, such fight at WrestleMania when he had the short notice assignment, replacing the injured Rey Mysterio, acquitted himself well. And now a chance to gain more PLE glory if he can get through this. Money in the Bank qualifier, a triple threat.
Yeah, I'm glad you mentioned WrestleMania 41. That's the brightest spotlight of them all. And the thing about the bright spotlights, they become addicted. And despite the fact that Phoenix wasn't successful, at WrestleMania 41. I guarantee you he cannot wait to get back to those massive moments, such as Money in the Bank, and he's one step away from going there tonight.
Look at this crowd here. It has been a red hot crowd of over 12,000 plus. It's seen great action already. We had a Money in the Bank qualifier triple threat match on the women's side, and that was won by Alexa Bliss. And now it's Big Jim, Ray Phoenix, and Solo Sikoa, who's all over Ray Phoenix, to see who can get entry into the men's Money in the Bank.
Jim pacing himself here, checking out Lil Bro. He's looking to make a pitch, it seems, to Jimmy Uso.
But instead, he eats a big right uppercut from Big Bro.
There's going to be a lot of water under the bridge before Big Jim teams up with Solo Sikoa.
Yeah.
Nice try, Solo.
It will be exciting again.
Broken his wrist there.
Oh, a roll-up. Quick roll-up by Ray Phoenix.
And it's really
Don't take your eye off the ball, Jimmy. Don't admire your handiwork with Solo Sikoa trying to recuperate on the outside.
I think that Raw's better than SmackDown.
JC, as
So
well as
far,
the United
yeah.
States champion Jacob Fatu.
With those two prowling around the outside, Jimmy Uso and Ray Phoenix better keep their wits about them at all times.
Tiffany Stratton and Nia Jax still to come. We're moments away from the women's championship match, but what a great triple threat we've got here. The cover and the kick out by Big Jim.
Absolute blistering start to his career here for Ray Phoenix, and really will be a massive feather in his cap if he puts away Big Jim or Solo Sikoa tonight and makes it through to Money in the Bank.
Phoenix off to a good start here.
Yeah, off to a good start in his entire career in WWE, and that irritates a lot of people in the locker room when newcomers have this amount of success and this amount of hype.
This is his 7th match since breaking through here at WWE. Reminder, you see what's coming your way June 7th from Los Angeles. Unbelievable day of action between Worlds Collide and Money in the Bank.
Jimmy Uso's a hell of a mover himself, but you're not going to outmaneuver.
Oh!
Phoenix, don't even try.
Into the cover, off that springboard drop kick. Is there anybody who is quicker and more cat-like at dealing with the top ropes? What he can do?
So nimble, just has an ability to strike from the most ridiculous of angles. And when you're a competitor against someone like that, there's no way to block the offense.
She was, and then she came back out in the living room.
As well as Ray Phoenix.
Big job by Big Jim.
Overlooked, underappreciated, but uber talented. Big Jim trying to make his way to the top of the singles game, just like twin brother Jay. The little bro, Solo.
Man, oh man!
He's got very different idea, my God.
That is as hard of a slam of the head as we have seen on our new reinforced announce table.
Well, Solo Sikoa knows his brother Jimmy better than anyone, and he knew he had to really lay those shots in. But waiting, ready to pounce, was Ray Phoenix.
And now Phoenix is considering going up top. You know how dangerous he is from there. Did you see the height of that crossbody?
Admire the flight of the Phoenix. Just get out of the way if you can. Take another look at this. Maximum hand time. Precision strike right on the top of Solo Sikoa and Jimmy Uso. And Jimmy has barely moved since it's Solo who is in major trouble now.
Phoenix springboards in, but instead, Solo slam. As now Solo Sikoa.
Well, that big spinning Solo catching a flying Ray Phoenix. Sikoa has put multiple superstars away with that move. Ray Phoenix looking defenseless, but
again he sends his big brother slamming into the announce desk.
Well, there's a lot of hatred between Jimmy and Solo, and right now Solo's not exactly focused on winning the match yet. Ray Phoenix prone and down in ring.
Jimmy, you understand me?
its head on the announce table, and Solo Sikoa is in full control now.
At Apartments.com, we go above and beyond to make renting easier on every single level. Giving renters detailed guides on neighborhood level, apartment community level, and unit level, allowing you to see the exact unit that you're going to be living in. But we didn't stop there. We've got renting down to the cellular level. Closer, closer. Wow. Hey, little guy. Apartments.com, the place, to find a place.
Big news! All you can eat wings and fries is back at Buffalo Wild Wings with boneless and traditional wings. And I'm gonna eat loads of them. Truckloads of traditionals, boatloads of boneless, or truckloads of both because it's all you can eat and I don't have to stop.
Get the same trusted Lysol disinfection that now has a scent that'll make you move. Effortlessly kill 99.9% of germs with new Lysol Brand New Day Lavender. It'll leave a scent you'll love.
I got another Papa Pairings order. I need 3 medium pepperoni, 2 ordered wings, breadsticks, cheese sticks, brownies.
You called the right place, huh?
This order is my Everest. See you at the summit.
We're making you Papa Pairings for $6.99 each. Better ingredients, better pizza, Papa John's.
The cockroach, resilient creatures, true miracles of evolution. Where there is one, others aren't far behind. Always scavenging for food, the cockroach will...
Well, that's horrifying.
Ortho Home Defense Max Indoor Insect Barrier. One application kills and prevents bugs for 365 days.
Not in my house, you don't.
Nature's wild. Your home doesn't have to be.
Do you own a dishwasher but only use it for storage or as a drying rack? Get better results than hand washing with your dishwasher and Cascade Complete. Your dishwasher does the work for you with temperatures up to 140 degrees. Too hot for hands. Some dishwashers even have a sanitizing cycle. Load pots, pans, and tableware at the bottom with plastic and glassware on top. Cascade Complete removes visible and invisible residue for virtually spot-free and shiny dishes. Switch to your dishwasher and Cascade Complete.
And squish. And squish. Okay, good. Keep squishing. Fingers relaxed. And squish. Great. Thank you. Good job.
Squish the rainbow. Taste the rainbow.
Did you know 80% of women are struggling with hair damage? Just like I was. Pantene Miracle Rescue Deep Conditioner with melting Pro V pearls. Locks in moisture to repair 6 months of damage for resilient, healthy-looking hair. If you know it's Pantene.
You can really taste the hickory on this Arby's 6-hour smoked pulled pork.
You know, I always thought your best quality was your flavor palette.
Well, people think I'm funny too.
Nah, it's your palate.
Arby's, we have the meat.
Chefs, you all can cook.
But that's not why you're here.
You have a long way to go.
Yes, Chef. Monday on NBC and Peacock.
Crowd enjoying every moment of this on Friday Night SmackDown from here in Greensboro, North Carolina. It is a triple threat Money in the Bank qualifying match. Jimmy Uso against little brother Solo Sikoa and the spirited Rey Fenix. And now Jimmy getting up there, but Rey able to get back to his feet and deliver that big strike.
This is turning into an absolute bomb burner. Not what JC or Jacob Fatu on the outside are able to do to help their man right now. Solo Sikoa laid out. And Phoenix and Big Jim trading massive shots in a very precarious area of the ring.
Tried to roll up, but instead Solo took advantage. Oh, and now from off the top rope. Oh, and the roll up.
Referee, wake up!
He didn't see it at all. Rey Fenix could have just advanced to Money in the Bank.
Charles Robinson, hometown, brought to his there now looking at his family. The pin not counted there, unfortunately for Rey Fenix. This one might, if Jim can make the cover.
Super kick as Phoenix was in midair. Okay. And then Solo Sikoa comes charging in.
And all three of these men at this point completely had the stuffing knocked out of them. And Solo Sikoa, who perhaps looks the freshest, and this is exactly what happened to Rey Fenix. The boot Jimmy Uso connecting mid-flight before that club-like clothesline from Little Brother Solo.
Solo drop on Phoenix as Solo trying to make his way. He's never been in Money in the Bank. And a Samoan drop on Big Jim.
Well, guys, Solo Sikoa contrasting 2024 compared with 2025. Well, winning the Money in the Bank ladder match will certainly turn your fortunes around very quickly.
Yeah, we've talked about it. Not all careers are straight ascents. That's relatable to you as well with what's been going on with Solo.
Yeah, absolutely. 2010, I was in Nexus. 2011, I was in the core. What a massive fall from grace. Sometimes you got to learn to deal with that in your career. Solo has been playing backing dancer at times to Jacob Fatu over the past 5 months, I should say. Well, that could turn around in a hurry if you grab that Money in the Bank briefcase. But getting there.
Oh, he gets away from the Samoan spike, does Phoenix. And then, shoulders are down.
Oh,
and he super kick, put it in position. Then he had to save it to keep his own chance alive.
Well, it could be part of the problem in matches like this. Solo Sikoa was spoiled for choice with both men down. He picked the wrong option, almost got pinned for it with an assist from Big Jim until Big Jim realized the error of his ways and broke it up.
So the United States champion looking on Jacob Fatu. And now center of the ring, Jimmy Uso and Ray Phoenix. Back and forth they go.
A slugfest like this, I personally back Big Jim, but it's the quickness of Ray Phoenix proving pivotal. No, it's not.
And Big Jim's got him up top, but instead Phoenix able to counter, delivers the drop kick, and now he's going up top. Adios, amigos.
Like threading a needle. Ray Phoenix with victory in sight.
Spear. Cover. Big Jim. Shoulder got on that.
Well, Spear connected. We know what that has done for cousin Roman Reigns and indeed for twin brother Jay. It wasn't enough tonight for Jimmy Uso. Who, if he can get up and at him at a rapid clip, as Ray Phoenix banged to rights here in the middle of the ring.
Huh? When he hit the spear.
Oh, now Jacob Fatu's up on the apron.
Trying to provide the assist to Solo Sikoa.
Samoan spike! He just spiked Big Jim!
Going to Maya.
Oh, adios amigos running right down the ropes. Phoenix, could it be?
Big JC trying to run offense too.
He is on fire right now, clearing everybody out. Oh, but he admired his work a little too long. Samoan spike. Here is your winner, Solo Sikoa.
Well, what a 7 days for Solo Sikoa. Acquires Big JC, assist Fatu in retaining gold at Backlash, and now the first qualifier for the men's Money in the Bank match. Power is fully restored to Solo Sikoa. This is where Jimmy Uso thought he had victory, thought he was over the line. Ray Phoenix had other ideas, and now the crew running offense. Big Jim taking out Fatu, succumbing to that Samoan spike. So Ray Phoenix hit that adios amigo. This one swinging in every direction.
Phoenix was in control. He just started admiring his work a little too much at the wrong moment.
Well, JC having a little assist there, but
what in the world is going on here?
Clear out, Joe. Let's
Who's
go.
that?
What is going on?
LA
LA
Knight.
Knight is attacking everybody in sight.
Well, LA Knight's lost his mind. It's 3-on-1, but the one has a steel jab. And he's swinging.
Whoa, stand down. Everybody stand down right now. LA, you're so desperate to get your hands on JC. And JC, You want to stick your nose in other people's business? This is SmackDown. We have.
Hold on. I did just miss something. Wait a minute.
C trying to run offense too.
He is on fire right now, clearing everybody out. Oh, but he admired his work a little too long. Samoan spike. Here is your winner, Solo.
Well, what a 7 days for Solo Sikoa. Acquires Big JC, assists Batu in retaining gold at Backlash. And now, the first qualifier for the men's Money in the Bank match. Power is fully restored to Solo Sikoa. This is where Jimmy is already
Spear. I got on ruining my voice.
Succumbing to that Samoan spike. So Ray Finn is in the adios amigo. This one swinging in every direction.
Phoenix was in control. He just started admiring his work a little too much at the wrong moment.
JC having a little assist there, but
what in the world is going on here?
Clear out, Jill. It's the look good.
What is going on? LA Knight is attacking everybody in sight.
Well, LA Knight's lost his mind. It's 3-on-1, but the one has a steel jab. And he's swinging.
Whoa, stand down. Everybody stand down right now. LA, you're so desperate to get your hands on JC. And JC, you want to stick your nose in other people's business? This is SmackDown. We handle our differences in a squared circle, and that's what you two are going to do. In fact, get me a referee out here right now. And JC, you can make your debut against LA Knight right now.
Is this really happening?
Give the people
Is it the in-ring WWE debut of JC? And it comes like this against the megastar? Don't go anywhere.
7 days a week, 365 days a year. This is a calculated, coordinated production. It's time. We're going to lift the curtain. Where's the story of 2025? I want to put a rocket on your... Is everybody okay?
Keep going.
Well, mayday isn't awesome day. See,
Nobody in their right mind would live in a place like this, unless they have something to hide.
Well, this is unexpected. But boy, oh boy, is it fun. We have LA Knight, who came out and was attacking everybody in sight from Solo Sikoa to Jacob Fatu, but specifically angered at this game, JC Mateo, because, of course, a week ago in St. Louis, in the midst of the fatal four-way, that is when JC Mateo arrived on the scene. As Solo Sikoa weight brought in new muscle, and it greatly affected by interrupting that fatal four-way. Jacob Fatu retaining that United States Championship that LA Knight was
Massive acquisition by Solo Sikoa. Give a little background info on our friend JC here. Clearly a ball of muscle, but this is a 2004 Olympian in freestyle wrestling. He was the flag bearer for the nation of Guam. He's been a major force in the world of professional wrestling for the past 15 or so years, especially in Japan. Was recently rumored to be a free agent, and clearly Solo Sikoa wasted zero time in bringing this man into the fold.
New Japan World Television Champion, three-time tag.
Much as I love Kristen.
Underground's been all over. What an acquisition that Solo Sikoa sprung on everybody in St. Louis in the midst of that fatal four-way. You see him, he's a powerhouse with athletic explosiveness, is JC Mateo.
Yeah, an absolute smash mouth style of competitor too. When you got that kind of size, low center of gravity, and you know how to use it.
That's a good example, isn't it? He's just hard to move, Wade.
He's built like a human battering ram.
He is.
He's full of bad intent, and he's here to impress.
Over 260 pounds. And look at that. I mean, how effortless was that one-handed by J.C. Mateo? LA Knight, though, able to reverse course.
Yeah, with a guy that powerful, you simply have to use superior movement, keep your opponent guessing, and I don't see LA Knight, despite the massive size of the megastar, doing anything in the power game against someone as strong as JC.
The megastar came out earlier tonight when Solo Sikoa is in the ring asking Jacob Fatu to say, "I love you the way you used to."
There's bravery and then there's sheer recklessness. I get why LA Knight is so angered by this trio. But to come out here, albeit with a steel chair in hand, and try and confront the three is just insanity in my view. And things are going about as well as I would have expected thus far for LA Knight.
But what an interesting way to make your WWE debut. We're in the midst of the men's Money in the Bank qualifier that was just won by Solo Sikoa against Big Brother Jimmy Uso and Ray Phoenix. And then in all the aftermath, there's LA Knight coming out and targeting with a steel chair. And Nick Aldis grabs that mic and says, "Hey, you want this? We'll just do this right now."
All about making an impact. JC did all of that and more despite the thankless demeanor of Jacob Fatu.
Sends him into that corner.
Megastar has had very few answers thus far, but now trying to build him ahead of steam. But it's working.
Bulldogging him off the top rope and now going up top as he is wont to do, but distracted for a moment. He was thinking about that leaping elbow, but distracted as Solo Sikoa was able to give pause to LA Knight's attack.
You can have the best intent in the world with these two, Solo Sikoa and Fatu, prowling around.
Oh my God, it just sends him right over the top rope as you see Jacob Fatu and Solo Sikoa lingering over LA Knight. Don't go anywhere.
He's a good student. He's had good teachers. Teacher only as good as his students. Sensei Miyagi taught me that.
Guess wrong, you're gone. Destination X, May 27th on NBC and Peacock.
Joe Tessitore and Wade Barrett with you. Friday Night SmackDown in front of 12,000 plus at First Horizon Coliseum.
Okay, I thought we missed
We have our
something.
WWE Women's Championship match ahead, but right now we're seeing all the physicality between LA Knight
But yeah, I
and the
think this is where we
debut
left
of
off.
JC Mateo.
There's been one-way traffic up until now, but LA Knight is desperately trying to change course here. Send something back the other way.
Oh, slam down hard. Into the cover. Trying to get his first win in WWE.
And the perpetual motion machine, LA Knight has looked anything but this evening, thanks to the sheer physical dominance of this monster of a man, JC, who gets more impressive as the minutes tick by here. And it shows you what a cunning and savvy acquisition this was by Solo Sikoa.
Solo Sikoa, who when you look through tonight's headlines, you see he won a Money in the Bank qualifier. It'll be his first Money in the Bank. Also announced tonight that John Cena and R-Truth are going to meet up at Saturday night's main event on NBC. That'll be coming next weekend, live on NBC and in Tampa, Florida, for that incredible stretch of 4 straight shows in Tampa. Saturday, Sunday, Monday Night Raw, and then NXT Tuesday.
Something fascinating just happened. The first time I've seen a look of Perhaps despair, perhaps panic in the eyes of JC. He's thrown everything at LA Knight, and LA Knight won't stay down. That frustration is there because JC is now realizing the
LA Knight able to get that right shoulder off weight.
Level of competition here on SmackDown is about as high as it gets.
And LA Knight isn't bashful about being up against that top tier competition every single week. I mean, he's just coming off the brutality of that fatal four-way, and you saw the impact it had on Drew McIntyre, on Damian Priest, as Jacob Fatu retained. Solo Sikoa looks on to the new addition that he brought in, the new heavy muscle, the former Olympian.
That frenzy of energy in this arena simply has not helped the Megastar tonight. You mentioned it, Joe. The Megastar never backs down from a fight. He's always ready to test his mettle. Guess what? Sometimes you just have to pump the brakes. I know for a fact LA Knight is nowhere near 100%. He's been running hot week after week after week, and this may be the night he gets broken.
I mean, just consider since WrestleMania and the type of match he had at WrestleMania against Jacob Fatu. Then he decides to go in against Drew McIntyre, Damian Priest. Then he has tag action against Fatu and Solo Sikoa. Then comes the fatal four-way at Backlash. How can those be the 4 weeks after the brutality that was suffered at WrestleMania?
Well, for me, Joe, it's a massive mistake. The Megastar has unwavering confidence. It's what people love about him, and at times it simply borders on delusional. You're a man, you're fallible. Things can go wrong, and things are going wrong, unsurprisingly, against this trio of beasts.
Now look at that face on JC Mateo. He sees exactly what he wants with Knight on the outside.
It's exactly what Solo Sikoa wants to. It's exactly why Solo Sikoa brought this man into the fold. And this was what did the damage at Backlash.
You're mentioning St. Louis as he comes running in. And fortunately for LA Knight, at the last possible second, he gets away from that post.
Well, that was supposed to be the killer blow, and the eyes of Solo Sikoa said it all. The game plan just started to go wrong, and how quickly can JC recover from that crash into the post?
Good parry at that right hand. Able to block it again and deliver a right hand of his own. Turns Mateo around. And here comes the Megastar, gathering momentum.
Again, that flurry of punches not enough to stop JC. Although that might help.
Oh, there's a jumping neck breaker by LA Knight.
You can smell that in the air, Joe. They
What is
call that Kavorka.
Oh!
And it's getting stronger by the second.
LA Knight having it his way all of a sudden.
And now it is JC who's on the back foot. Re-energized, reinvigorated, and ready to give the people what they want.
Drops that elbow down on JC Mateo. Hooks the leg for the win, and Mateo finds a way to survive.
Animated on the outside on that pin with
Just like-
Solo Sikoa.
Harder
Feels almost like Jacob Fatu is out here out of obligation. I'm not sure he's fully enmeshed
Kristen,
with the
from the
addition
first
of
one.
JC as this one plays out before our eyes.
Well, you got that sense early on tonight with some of the exchanges.
You know why she's mad?
Just the look on the
She's
faces.
tired. No one's putting her to bed.
All right with this. Oh, he's going for BFT.
Too strong. JC's too big. Too much core strength.
And slamming down LA Knight. And Mateo quickly into that lateral
Oh,
press.
his name is
That's
JC
not
Mateo.
enough. Would you look at that? Would you look at the standing moonsault from a man of that body type and size?
It was a double whammy, that bizarre twisted suplex followed by this.
How, Wade? How?
JC just gets better and better as this match goes on. Just brilliant by Solo Sikoa recognizing the gifts of this man.
You mentioned that low center of gravity, and yet you see him do something like that. Well, I think he's going to try to put this to an end right here.
Has been cut. It's good night, LA.
Knight able to deliver that elbow as JC came running in, and then the big kick from JC Mateo.
JC has just been a step ahead throughout.
Oh, he trips him up, and he's got him draped over that middle rope. And that running knee right on the apron.
Prone and defenseless. It won't stay that way for long.
Oh, the back kick as they were threatening. Oh, and how about it? That turnaround crossbody springboarding to take out Solo and Jacob Fatu.
Can we just send her to another house?
Slingshotting. Oh.
Yeah, don't get it's obvious.
Power slam. JC Mateo. Here is your winner, JC Mateo.
Well, that was a lesson in sheer physical dominance from JC, and adding a little sprinkle of devious distraction from Solo Sikoa. This was the moment the megastar took his eye off his opponent, and when he turned back, his opponent had recovered. What do you call this, Joe? Tour of the Islands.
And the Tour of the Islands wins it for JC Mateo.
There is a new threat here. Solo Sikoa's crew is back to major strength, and in the ascendancy once again here on the Blue Brand.
And I just look at those eyes between Solo Sikoa and that man, Jacob Fatu. I mean, there's something there. Yada mean way. Yada mean way. By the way, great job.
All right, that's it. I'm gonna.
What happened?
I'm gonna tell the shut the hell up. We're trying to watch wrestling.
Well,
Let's
yeah,
go back
but
to what
it's
happened
over
with
anyway.
Phantasma a week ago. I'm so shocked what we saw between Santos Escobar.
2 more minutes and it's over.
Yeah, well, this was last week's SmackDown matchup. Was Garza took on Phoenix and Andrade in tag action. Andrade hitting the back. And that was Berto finally snapping after months of verbal abuse from Legado del Fantasma's leader.
I've been trying to call
Le
him.
hablaste.
I even went to his house. He wasn't there.
Le escribiste.
Santos.
I think he just needs space. I fear he's listening to the wrong people. People that don't understand about loyalty and the bigger picture, como tú y como yo. Look, I'm willing to forgive what happened last week. Yes. Why?
Yeah,
Because
maybe
there's
we
something
can mock
in
you
it.
too, Kristen.
An opportunity that I secured para nosotros, para Legado del Fantasma. And this opportunity is going to help us make a statement.
She was never like that all
I need
night.
something from you. I need you
I know.
to find Berto and bring him home.
Sorry,
Encuentra a Berto en casa, because I want to share this together. And call this an invitation to a sit-down dinner party on me. And we'll discuss this, because this is going to put our names where they belong.
Okay. I'm going to try my best. I can promise anything. Hey, Santos.
Angel. When you stand up for something bigger than yourself, something special, that will always scare people. Obviously. But loyalty, that is the one thing I've always seen from you since day one. It would be a shame that we lose all this loyalty for the actions of one selfish person. Legado.
So Angel has to bridge things with Santos and Berto. Hey, remember the much anticipated Women's Championship match is coming up next. Tiffany Stratton trying to stay on her top pedestal. Nia Jax looking to crash it all down. The title is on the line in moments.
Monday, 2 heavy hitters.
This is insanity!
You stand up for something bigger than.
it. Oh no. Oh no. That sounds like Joey.
I want this right here.
Scan the code to get your tickets today.
お前は何も変わっておらん。俺と US オーダーを争った時の名前だ。お前のちゃんとグラつけてみえる。承認さ。
Oh, that was scary. So if I get back up here, oh look at that, I added one to the chain.
Triple threat, and it is going to feature LA Knight, Aleister Black, and Shinsuke Nakamura. More Money in the Bank qualified with that top-tier showdown.
And we saw Alexa Bliss qualify earlier. Who will join her in the women's Money in the Bank match? Will it be US champ Zelina Vega, the 14-time world champion?
We can get back over there, add it to the chain, and maybe that'll be enough. Just maybe.
The biggest breakthrough of all, Street Profits with a title defense, WWE Tag Team Championship, next Friday on SmackDown.
Is that enough?
Girl, I was going to say one time. But to be honest, it doesn't matter if you or my man. Because I'm winning this. I'm winning my qualifying match. I'm taking that briefcase. And I'm taking that title the same way that you did with Maya. You little bastard.
Jade, you can keep talking all you want, but if I were you, I wouldn't get too comfortable because I am always ready. And you might be good enough to win your qualifier. And you may be even good enough to win that briefcase. But for as long as I'm champion, you'll never be good enough to cash in on me.
She was so close to getting this title shot herself. But it's Nia Jax who won the #1 contenders match. It's Nia Jax who looks to conquer her former friend turned foe, the WWE Women's Championship. Tiffany Stratton against Nia Jax. It is coming your way in just a moment.
Fanatics.
So we want to accelerate mobility. I can't tell you, but I'll give you. We done that, but as you can see, there's up and and we're on Bowser's footprint. Oh.
Didn't get a finish between Aleister Black and Carmelo Hayes. Was today.
It's definitely still difficult for me to control the cap in that way.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall, and it's for the WWE Women's Championship! Introducing first, the challenger from San Diego, California, Nia Jax! Staring right through each other.
Looking for vindication this evening is Nia Jax. It's one thing taking the title from Nia when you have the advantage of the Money in the Bank contract, and what an advantage it is. It's another thing entirely when it's a straight up one-on-one match.
So that kick to the leg, headbutt comes in against her by Nia. Shot already, so I don't hear that Tiffy time anymore.
If you don't let Tiffy out of the block, she quite simply can't lose this one, Nia.
Since that drop kick rose there, and Nia with that shoulder tackle.
And look, Nia Jax really looks down her nose at Tiffany Stratton. The truth is this is a very different Tiffany Stratton.
That
The one
did
who
sound like
blew
Joey
the
Watson
roots
right there,
under
Mike.
Jax.
Which one?
The
WrestleMania
At
41 match
a
against Charlotte
minute
Flair
and
was a
44
massive
seconds.
coming out party for a different version of Stratton. We know she can fight it out in the trenches now. She can do the ugly stuff. Tiffany Stratton, when needed, can be a scrapper. And she does need it this evening.
Get her,
Comes
Tiffy.
for that back handspring, but instead gets caught by Nia Jackson, sent over the top rope.
Why that battleground
That is so painful.
Yeah,
She
that's
draped her from that
Saturday,
height.
right?
Sunday.
Or next Sunday.
Very
That's
small condensed area on your rib cage, thanks to that top row. I don't care how strong your abs are, Tiffany. They're not going to help you there.
I completely agree with what you said about her development. Oh, she's in such a compromised position there. Gets her head dangling there. Oh, oh, the hip attack. Her head smashed into the post. Oh, Wade.
Nobody in their right mind would live in a place like this, unless they have something to hide.
Have been two critical moments in this WWE Women's Championship match as Nia Jax has had control. Tiffany had her head draped in the corner just like this moments ago. And Nia came in with a hip attack that smashed into the post. Oh, but this time she gets out of the way.
Yeah, hit first into that steal for Nia Jax. That's not going to help.
Oh, and the sliding baseball slide gets the best of her.
And Tiffany Stratton really has to make this count. There's been very little in the way of offense coming from the champ. Immediately trying to turn things around. I think Stratton runs it out there.
Into timekeeper, but off the top. How about that? Hurricane Rana into the post. Nia gets sent headfirst into the post.
Let me tell you, that impact by Nia Jax was right on the top of the head. That's practically the impact of a pile driver into steel. And Nia Jax is wobbled all over the place.
This is the comeback that Tiffany Stratton's been looking for. The champ is flying. Crossbody to retain. A count of two.
Just one big hit there from Tiffany Stratton has completely turned this match on its head after utter dominance from the challenger. Well, this one's pretty. Tiffany Stratton really can't do it all.
Nia Jax returns after some time away with her sights set on Tiffany Stratton and reclaiming this championship. Pop up Samoan drop. Senton. Nia to get gold again, but that left shoulder gets up by Tiffany.
Just a staggering amount of force on that senton, especially there, knocking the stuffing out of the champ Tiffany Stratton just when it looked like Tiffany Stratton had built up a major head of steam, regained the advantage. Jack shuts it down once again.
Nia going for that squash. Oh, we've got a roll-up attempt. A roll-up by Stratton, but Nia able to kick out. And then the big knee by Tiffy time.
You've got to keep moving if you're Tiffany Stratton. You've got to keep peppering this opponent with shots.
Oh, the back elbow off the back handspring. Stratton's got momentum. Oh, Spinebuster into the cover to retain. And the shoulder up by Nia.
And Nia is running on fumes right now. Tiffany Stratton's come to word trying to come up with something else. What a superb effort muscling up the challenger there. Getting close to a 3 count, but not close enough.
This is great stuff between these two. The current champ, the former champ.
Stratton might be running out of ideas here. That's the problem.
And the cartwheel goes nowhere. Instead, it's a power bomb.
If I get too
much
here, Joe.
Right back into position. Sit out. Power bomb by Nia Jax.
And Jax still not going for the pin. We're not done yet.
Leg drop. Nia Jax. Does she get gold back? No. Left shoulder somehow gets up.
Yeah, really intelligent of Nia Jax there. Just one of those moves would have beaten a lesser competitor. There is a reason why Tiffany Stratton is the champ. There is a reason many call her the future of the women's game. Jax knows that, and Jax knows it's going to be something big if she's going to take the gold from Tiffany tonight.
What a scene here at First Horizon Coliseum in Greensboro. Over 12,000 plus for Friday Night SmackDown to see this World Championship main event. Nia's getting in position. Tiffany was able to get to her feet.
You cannot give Tiffany Stratton an extra beat. So durable, so much endurance. She's going to be back swinging before you know it, as Jax found there, but it might be for nothing. Looking at this.
Nia's trying to get her up into position. Oh my! Look what Tiffany's done!
Oh my God. How adaptive there was Tiffany Stratton just when it looked like all hopes were lost.
The body control wave, the incredible body control.
What?
In the middle of the women's championship match, Naomi with a steel chair in hand.
Well, we were getting a ball burner, but Naomi has made it clear for weeks she wants next. Whoever has the goal.
She has said proceed with caution, and now with both of our championship spirited fighters laid out in the ring, she's on the apron with a steel chair. Oh, but she's got company! She's got company! The Storms arrived! Jade Cargill! Ah, the big kick!
After Naomi cost Jade Cargill the #1 contenders match last week. It's payback time.
On site again. Jade and Naomi fighting through the crowd.
And that means this match continues.
Oh, Nia charges, and Tiffany gets out of the way.
That major distractor massively helps Stratton.
She's going for it. Prettiest moonsault ever to retain. What? Nobody has ever kicked out of Tiffany's prettiest moonsault.
Well,
Nobody.
They have now, Joe. And that was perfectly struck. It's beaten everyone over the past 4 years. NXT, Raw, SmackDown, PLEs.
Nia Jax, the first to survive it.
Nia Jax refusing to be denied this evening. There is something special driving Jax. She wants the gold in a big way.
This is outrageous. Stratton back to the top. Oh, and Nia pushes her all the way down to the floor.
And Tiffany Stratton landed horribly on that side.
What is she doing? What in the world is she doing now?
I think Stratton's hurt.
Clearing off our announce desk.
It's not going to get any better either. Nia Jax has all the time in the world to confirm.
Oh no! Oh no! Samoan drop right up to the reinforced desk.
Referee being incredibly giving with that count, knowing this is a major championship match. Stratton's body has been wrecked.
Oh, she's going for the Annihilator. She's going to finish this thing right now.
Don't speak too soon, Joe.
Oh, wait a minute. How is Tiffany getting to her feet? How in the world? Oh, no! Oh, no! Nia's done it! At the last possible second, Tiffany grabs that rope, and Nia's in complete disbelief. She feels she had it won.
We've got an absolute classic here. This should have been over at least twice by this point.
Michael.
Brian Tran says no.
Michael.
No, she had the rope. Nia says, forget this. I just won this championship.
You
I'm
fell
taking
asleep.
it. She
You
grabs
want to
it.
stay up or you
Nia
want
Jax
me to
is
put you in
walking
bed?
on with the women's championship.
Control Jackson cannot win gold like that. Get back in here and finish the job.
Hold on a minute.
Oh, she's grabbing the chair that Naomi brought out. She's got the drop kicks the chair right to her face. Tiffany Stratton just put the.
She wanted to find out if we were doing okay.
Yeah, I just want to check in with you guys. You're more than welcome to stay up, but you're falling asleep, so I just want to double check see if you want me to sleep you in bed now or later.
So a few more minutes.
Okay, no problem. Just call me when you're ready. You guys want the door shut?
Well, actually, the show's over anyways.
All right, just let me know if you need me, okay?
Okay.
Well, what do you think about the...
What? let's go out there so I can throw this away.
All right. Do you want to say thank you for joining us?
I'm sorry for falling asleep on here. Almost forgot we were live. Thank you for joining us. Christy, Crystal, Megan, Amanda, Mackenzie, Noah, Caitlin, good night. I love all of you so much. We'll see you tomorrow. I hope so anyway. And we'll see. And unless something comes up that I'm not aware of, we'll see you Monday. Good night.
Happy birthday, Mom, Danya, and Desmond.